Every time I talk about the WFP, the haters come out in the comments. We're going to talk about it today on the show. Yeah, let's go.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
What's going on, everybody? Train Olive says it's lunchtime.
It most certainly is.
I just need to add that to the soundboard so I don't have to do it every time.
Dude, there's so many things we could put on there. I know we talked about it Wednesday, but like we really need the more you know, like visual to be able to run across the screen every now and again. That's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah. I in my head I have this thought of like, you remember the old Flintstones cartoon and how it started off with like the whistle blowing and Fred sliding down the
brontosaurus
tail. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't that say lunchtime to you?
100%.
Yeah.
As somebody who used to run a crane, at 100%. Yes, that is 1,000. Yes.
You know what's wild is my best friend here used to run a crane. I must be attracted to crane operators, man.
That was my job before it was my job. I absolutely enjoyed the shit out of it, but where I was at before I came to start doing this, there was no possibility of me, or I may say no, very little possibility of me ever advancing. I was just going to be doing the exact same thing over and over again for however long I wanted to be there, really and truly. And I was like, no.
It's amazing because like the travel that crane operators have to do.
Sometimes.
Because he helped build the Brown Stadium that's up now. He got sent all over Ohio and West Virginia and all that for different operations.
So when I was I was driving pylons before, so basically doing deep foundations for a while, and I learned how to run the crane. So like I can drive various places in Baton Rouge, not a whole lot, but around New Orleans, and I do it to my wife all the time whenever we come by. I'm like, I drove the piles for that. I drove the piles for that. And she does not give a flying shit one way or another. But I'm just like I remember doing it. Like I drove the piles for that. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff that goes on. Good stuff.
Sean in Oregon, quote of the day: I must be attracted to crane operators.
Go ahead and clip that.
Megan, my husband operated a forklift once. It was pretty hot. Good to know.
Yeah. That's exciting right there. That is exciting right there.
Yeah. My buddy, my best friend here in Ohio, he actually got put into a Rogue commercial.
Oh.
You know, the Rogues here, and they were looking for like everyday men who did a job and CrossFitted. And they wanted to film kind of that and make a commercial out of it. And he got picked. And so they went to the gym I used to go to, Shred CrossFit, filmed him there. And then they went to his crane operator office and filmed him. It was a rainy day, so they couldn't do the outdoor filming. So they only did like indoor stuff. But yeah, he was in a commercial.
That's cool as shit.
In a lull, I'll try to find it.
That's cool.
I think it's still out on YouTube.
I'm in the background of the hype video for that Legends put out yesterday about us being 30 days out. You see me with, I think, this hat on, as a matter of fact, and my glasses, watching one of my best friend's wife go coach go bananas and yelling at him. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah. I can't remember what shoot. Can't remember what it was called. But anyway, hopefully by the end of the show I'll find it. Didn't know we were going to talk about this.
Well, to be fair, that's usually why I'm here. So
Yeah, you're here when the news is slow, and this is so dumb. I hate YouTube search.
I hate the United States Post Office.
Found it, man. Let's show it. So this is my best friend. He and his road commercial.
When one man, for whatever reason, has the opportunity to lead an extraordinary life, he has no right to keep it to himself.
Welding on the block for no reason. All right.
So yeah, they just wanted the sparks. So he was just hitting metal to make it.
Yeah, you don't. It's you generally don't weld on the block. Ramirez wants to know what's for lunch. One of these right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's for lunch, man. I just finished up all my chicken breast yesterday. I do have some like fajita chicken with some peppers and onions. Maybe I'll put that over some rice. Sounds kind of good. Now that I say it out loud.
I mean, I say that that's what I'm having right now, but that's what I had as well. Chicken breast with butter sauce. I love Indian food, Thai food, all that good stuff. That's what I've been eating all week. Over some gluten-free, only because there's only 2 ingredients in it. Fusilli pasta. Because I was tired of eating rice, which takes a while for me to be tired of eating rice. So
that sounds good.
It's pretty good. I told Blair, my nutrition coach, I was like, okay, if I want to eat pasta, and she was like, she started laughing. She said, here, like one of these. She said, it doesn't have to be gluten-free, but as long as it's got less than 10 ingredients on it, you should be good to go. And I was like, just worried about how it's going to affect my stomach because I've been eating rice and just rice. Every once in a while, I eat bread for so long.
Mike DeVito ate chicken breast, rice, and broccoli every meal. And after 1 million times, it still tastes like garbage, but I'm too lazy to be creative. At least you're healthy lazy.
Yeah. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be John Young going to get McDonald's for the 48th time.
Yeah. Joseph Ramirez, making your own pasta is the way to go.
Joseph, I can cook, but there's no way on God's green earth I'm making pasta.
No, I don't know. Someone donated us Chick-fil-A since our city doesn't want to pay us, so I'm holding out for that since I never eat it. Somebody doesn't want to pay you.
I will.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that sounds kind of. I will probably be eating Chick-fil-A either tonight or tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning or probably tomorrow at some point. We had so normally my week's pretty solid, right? Like train in the morning, train in the afternoon, work during the day, coach on Wednesdays. That's my rest day. Come on here, whatever. Jameson started playing softball. So this week was her last regular season game, was on Monday night. Tuesday was fairly normal. So Monday, like train, work, softball. Wednesday, she's also been doing CCD classes. So Wednesday, they had their first reconciliation. So Wednesday was coach, come on here, first reconciliation, which we don't really do stuff during the week. Last night, so my son's at LSU. He joined the LSU concert band. They had their concert last night. Jameson had her first game of their fall tournament last night. So Jennifer's in Baton Rouge. I'm at softball. Like it's just been bananas. We got another game tonight. If they win, we play at 10:20 tomorrow. Like we had not stopped. And the funny thing, there's more stuff that there's more stuff going on that we should be a part of or could be a part of, but can't because we got softball. Like it's literally it has been the busiest week of our entire lives. It's insane.
When my daughter was in high school, she was part of the most popular marching band in the area, and they got invited to everything. And like, it took up,
dude,
all of our time.
Brody did marching band all the way through high school.
And then she goes off to college, and all of a sudden my wife and I are looking at each other like, what the hell do we do? And you've put off friends because you're like, well, I can't come out with you guys tonight because we got to go to this band thing, or we got to go to this choir thing, or and then your daughter leaves and you're like, well, now there's crickets because everybody stopped asking you.
Yeah. You just assume that you can't.
And you're trying to figure it all out again.
Marching band was insane. People don't realize how much goes into that, but it starts in the summer and goes all the way through. I mean, shit, we ran all the way through February. I want to say January, something like that. It's when state was around here. It's a lot. Football games on Friday night, band competition on Saturday.
Megan, I volunteered to coach my son's volleyball team. It has taken over our lives. Thankful it's over next week. Yeah. Don't be so thankful though. Like love the moment, because it goes by fast. And then when it's gone, then you're like, what do I do with my life? And what's crazy is my daughter graduated in 2019. She goes off to college. My wife and I start like going out on Friday nights as like reconnection between the two of us. Right. And then we get 6 months into that and the world shuts down for COVID. And we're like, what the hell? Yeah.
Now what?
And then our daughter sent back to us, and she's miserable because you can't be at college. And it was horrible, man. What a terrible time that was. So yeah, cherish the moments you get to spend with your kids doing what they love.
Absolutely.
Yeah. CrossFit says that. We have 5 kids, so I have many more years of it. Yeah. That I had one, so it was all on that one kid. And then when she was gone, man.
Yeah. Brody's going to be 19 in 2 weeks. Jameson's going to be 8 next week. We got a little ways to go.
Now my daughter's in Montana. She's coming home in a week.
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Like, thanks. So she's coming home the Friday night before Thanksgiving. So that's next week, right?
That's next week. Yes, sir.
Dang.
She's thriving though, man.
She's killing it. She just booked a gig where she's flying on the private jet with the owner to Dallas to do some stuff. At a big marketing show in Dallas. And man, I don't know. It's really cool. I can't even believe what she's doing. Like, the dad pride is like through the roof.
Oh yeah. 100%. It's awesome, dude. I'm happy for y'all.
So, before I get into my rants and some other stuff, let's get a couple business matters out of the way. So yesterday I talked about the WFP. It was really not my intent to go down like a big WFP rabbit hole, but it just happens, right? Because is it Jason Ainsley released that information on a podcast that WFP is meeting with CrossFit. They're meeting with the new prospective owners, all of this kind of stuff, right?
Was that was Ainsley that said all that? I thought that was the foreign dude.
It is the foreign dude. I'm probably mixing up.
I don't think. Yeah, Ainsley's not gonna give him nothing up. Jason's a good dude.
Anyway, it's Rob,
something like that. I have to go.
Man, my head is spinning right now. Right?
Yeah.
And so we talked about WP for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. So then I get comments like, can you stop talking about the WFP? Can we talk about something other than the WFP? All these things, right? Isn't that the problem? Isn't that the problem that WFP has? They're not talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody knows it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So like, what the hell you want me to do?
It's the only thing that's happening right now.
So I've really been trying not to like answer back to the trolls.
Good.
But I gave in yesterday. And I'm like, well, if you don't want me to talk about it, it's a bold strategy. If you want it to succeed and you don't want me to talk about it, that's a business plan. It's really going to be successful.
Again, I will use the same analogy the other day. It was like having a 2-year-old that I want this cookie, and you give them the cookie and they throw it on the ground. Not like that. I mean, come on, dude.
Exactly. At this point, even bad publicity will help them more than no publicity. When you're reaching out to media to remind them that they can apply for media credentials, which I've never, never seen in the CrossFit space. Usually it's a short window and you either get in or you don't, and that's end of story. For them to be begging for media to come.
Because that's what that is. If you have to go remind somebody to apply for your media credentials, it's because they don't care enough to apply for your media credentials. Or for somebody like you, it's in Copenhagen. Scott, you flying to Copenhagen Christmas week?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Barbell Spin posted this, which I've heard as well. And I've heard it's not one more. It's a few more. And so I've heard a lot of rumors that that's happening. And then Shanna says, losing so many athletes this final, Hopper out too. I have not seen that.
No.
Did you see that officially somewhere, Shanna? Or are you just, let me look up Hopper Instagram, because apparently news likes to break as we're on the air.
I mean, it'd be like that.
Spin just posted it. Man, I think Spin waits till we're on the air. I don't have Hopper.
No, that's the thing about Emmetall.
I see the Emmetall. Yeah, Emmetall. That we were guessing Emmetall. She fractured her AC joint. I don't see that being a comeback with much success in a month.
Not a month. Yep. Jason Hopper to skip WFP finals.
Where do you have? Is it story? Is it on the website?
It's on his website.
Gotcha.
In speaking with Hopper, he told the Barbell Spin he will share more about his decision soon.
There it is.
Hopper's withdrawal was likely not a shock to those who watched this week's Boys Interrupted podcast. In that episode, Medeiros and Hopper spoke about training and their plans in the coming weeks. Hopper shared, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I wanted to take 2 weeks off after Rogue, let the body get back and heal up a little bit and work on the shed a little bit. Yep.
So there it is. Jason Hopper to skip WFP finals. There it is. Corey just read it to you. Head over to the Barbell Spin. Again, like we said yesterday, sign up for his alerts because there's going to be a lot of news coming soon, I'm sure.
That's where I got that. That's where mine was at. Was in my like I get it like a message on Instagram, like a DM
right.
or whatever. I usually get that before it actually gets posted on his page. So
that's a lot of traveling and competing. Craig, I have not seen anything on Jeff or Ricky officially yet.
I think you had a pretty good point about Jeff the other day, like, and what Vito says right there.
Oh, sorry, David. Great question. Is this the equivalent to load management? So for people who don't watch the NBA, there's this thing where they believe that the athletes cannot sustain a full season. So they don't play their players every game. They pull, if there's a back-to-back game, they may pull them for one of them. So they don't have to do back-to-back games. It's called load management. And I think that is a very good analogy as to what's happening now. Now go ahead.
What Leo's saying about everybody's knackered and they just don't want to travel anymore when they have Christmas with their families. Can you blame them? Like, this year has been a lot. I mean, you saw people at the WFP events that did not look like themselves, that looked like they were just kind of walking through it, kind of going through the motions and whatnot. And then the games, and then Rogue, and now this is fast approaching, dude. Like, it's 6 weeks out, 5 weeks out, something like that. Same week as Christmas. It's like the week after. It's the week after I'm gonna be in Arizona. So like, it's close.
Yeah.
And then right after that, you got to start ramping up for the Open and quarterfinals and semifinals, and like the whole thing's gonna start again. And these events are gonna keep coming back up.
No surprise after his posts, not training after Rogue. When I found out that there is no part of their contract that is paid out based on the finals, it's just whatever you win for your contract for the next year.
Correct.
Nobody's losing any guaranteed money that they had going into the season now. Right? Yep. Whether they go or not go. Now, next year, it probably means some money loss. But Hopper just won the games. That's, what, $240,000?
I think he's going to be okay.
You know?
Well, just what Justin said the other day, like he got back and had to take a couple of days off and texted his coach to send him some programming. He told him no. He said, "No, you just go ahead and like he wants him to work out, but like I'm not sending you any programming right now. Like go do a class workout, go make something up on your own, just kind of get some movement in, but I'm not sending you programming right now because he needs rest. They all do."
Sean, I don't think there will be a next year. I think there will be a next year because they have all this money. And again, if you're the parent of a child and you want them to succeed, you're going to go extra lengths to help them in that venture. Now, I think the only way they do succeed is to make it a developmental league for those who don't get invites to Rogue, don't get invites to Wadapalooza SoCal, don't make it to the games, but that tier right below, or the lower level games athletes that are trying to get sponsors and endorsements and to make some money. I think that is it. And then your cost per athlete probably goes down.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then it becomes more sustainable. But rich people don't like losing money either. Again, as a parent, I am telling you, I don't like my bank account at zero, but do you know how many times it's gotten to zero because of my daughter and me wanting to help her out and to make sure that she's okay?
Also, when the amount of money that we're talking about for that kind of stuff, I'd be willing to put a lot on it that it's a tax write-off. So like, right. It's not that they don't care. I'm sure they do, but they look at it and go, well, it's a loss. It was an investment. I took a loss on an investment. I can write that off on my taxes.
I agree. I think it is a big tax write-off. I think that they, in my opinion, with what was said on that podcast by the European event organizer, that the blank check for travel probably needs to be reined in.
You
right?
think?
like maybe rein in some of that stuff and then be something that you can sustain, right?
Well, it's just like talking about it yesterday, dude. I can go anywhere I want as long as I'm wearing the WFP shirt. Sign me up right now.
And your wife is okay with it.
And my wife is okay with it. Guess what? She can come with me. She loves to go places. So Let's
So
go.
I think if they can rein that in a little bit, build something, find out a way that it fits in the season better, they could have something that is sustainable. But it's going to have to mean getting rid of some of the delusions that they have that they're going to be better than the CrossFit Games. It's going to have to be that you're not going to be the most elite option out there, and you're going to have to come to terms with those realistic thoughts. I don't know if they have that in them.
Okay. That's what I was trying to that's what I was trying to articulate, is that takes a lot of self-awareness,
right,
a lot of humility, which I'm not seeing. Right.
And the other step they would have to take, right? Like they have Project One that's supposed to be like their version of High Rocks. They have their affiliate program that's supposed to be like the CrossFit affiliate program. They have this big tour stop league thing, right? When was the last time you went to a restaurant with 8 items on the menu and a restaurant with 50 items on the menu, and the restaurant with 50 items was better than the one with 8?
You've been to what's the name of it?
So my argument before you
BJ's Brewhouse.
That's a good point.
BJ's Brewhouse. I mean, it's a phone book. My wife won't go or hates going because there's too many options.
My argument is the WFP is the Cheesecake Factory of fitness.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. The restaurants my wife and I like is when it has like 8 items and they do them to the best of their ability.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Give me one page. Here. This is love it. I love it.
Hyde Park needs 1 item. There you go.
Cheesecake Factory of fitness. God, that's a good one right there.
Isn't that what it is though? They're throwing so many things on the menu, but they ain't good at any of them.
Well, they're all not well thought out, and and not well executed.
Right. And argue with what you want. The more that CrossFit is refining themselves into just the game season, the better it's coming off. Right? Let Rogue be Rogue. Let Wadapalooza do their thing. Let the semifinals do their thing. We're going to focus on this, and this is becoming our main menu item.
Once you get
WFP is going.
Well, look at if you just start a CrossFit class. Okay, I just had a discussion with one of our members last week. Mechanics, consistency, intensity. Mechanics. Let's do the basic, bare minimum stuff, and let's do it well. That's the first thing we're going to work on. Then we can work on consistency. Okay, let's do it well all the time. Make sure you're coming in all the time so you can do it well all the time. Then we can add the intensity. They skip straight to intensity. Let's go hard. Let's do all the things. Let's do a chipper that has 47 different moving parts in it, in every piece of equipment in the gym. How well is that going to come off? Not very. It's going to suck.
I think that's an excellent way to put it. They didn't let themselves get good at any one thing before they jumped to the next menu item.
No. Oh, you want that? I can do that. Oh, you want that? I can do that. Oh, you want that? I can do that.
Yeah. Ken Walters, I was just going to say Cheesecake Factory. They drop a 15-pound leather-bound book on your table. Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever actually been in a Cheesecake Factory, but I know BJ's does the same thing.
Maddie Sturt and Paige Semenza out of WFP. Also, I wonder if the majority of athletes who competed at Rogue are withdrawing. You guys, you got to cite your source so we can pull this stuff up. Rogue broke them.
Dude.
but Rogue is Rogue, right? And it pays really, really well. And it takes care of the athletes. You're there for, and you're going to get beat down, but you're there for the experience, and they make it worthwhile, and it's a great production.
You know what you're getting into before you go. Nobody has any illusions about going to Rogue and then coming back and feeling like $1 million. If you do, I think the only person who might have even had that inclination in their head is Colton Mertens, because nothing seems to phase that dude. I think Colton could get hit by a bus, and the next day he'd be like, well, I got hit by a bus yesterday. I'm going back to training. Ought to be all right. Like he's going to walk it off type deal. He's just
WFP to withdraw from WFP.
Fantastic. It turns out WFP went ahead and withdrew from their own event in a shocking turn of events. But anyway, if I am looking at my season, especially like in the second part of it, if I am an elite, if I'm Jason Hopper, if I'm, any one of those guys, I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, I got the games, then I got a short break, then there's Rogue, and then, there's that WFP thing, like a month after, or 2 months after, a month and a half, or whatever it is, after Rogue. Man, it's a quick turnaround. Rogue is usually, so do I really want to go to all the way to Copenhagen? I don't know. I'm going to do Rogue and see what I feel like. And I guarantee you, like, Medeiros is probably not the only one who, like, went to their coach and was like, hey, what can I do? And he was like, nothing. Go back to bed. You need rest. You just got back from Rogue. You just did 40 back squats at 315 for one. That wasn't just in one event. Like, you don't need to do anything. You need to rest. You need to let your central nervous system recover. You need to let your muscles and everything else kind of recover a little bit before you can start easing back into training.
I agree. Not finding the other withdrawals. I've got Morning Chalk Up on Instagram, Morning Chalk Up on their website. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Wow, hidden.
Buried.
One, it pains me to go to the Morning Chalk Up, just so you know. Whoop, wrong one. Dang it.
Get the newsletter. Know what? No thanks. I subscribed from your newsletter a long time ago.
I hate going to the Morning Chalk Up, but here we are. So they say, this is their headline: Norgie Bleeker and Vivian Marie Christian accept invites to WFP. And then in small font, recent withdrawals from Maddie Sturt and Paige Semenza leave room for backfills.
That's not the same story. It's just not.
You think Norgie Bleeker and Vivian Marie Christian are going to move the needle?
I have no idea who.
That's your headline?
I want to say I've heard Norgie's name, but I have absolutely no idea who Vivian Marie Christensen is.
Right, but Maddie Sturt and Paige Semenza are the bigger names.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Why
That's what I'm saying.
The lead.
Whoever wrote that wrote it backwards. Like, everybody knows who Maddie Sturt is. Everybody knows who Paige Semenza is. If you've been in here for any amount of time. So yeah, hey, these two people. Like, that's insane, dude.
Okay. Someone said it's Spin has that up now on his alerts. Oh, here it's up on the website. Man, everybody's withdrawing during the show. Now, see, Spin has it. Paige Semenza and Maddie Sturt won't compete at WFP finals. Site injuries.
Imagine the story. Spin wrote it where it made sense. Wow. Travis, I wore this hat just because I figured you might show up today.
Okay. So during the show, we've had 3 withdrawals from WFP.
And it's probably not
And we've been on the air for 30 minutes.
And it's probably not over yet. Right? Like,
No,
I would think that's safe to say that it's probably not done yet.
Now the dam has broke, and everybody can say, okay, now it's okay to announce, and I won't be like lumped into something for doing it, or right.
Tristan.
This is my surprised face. It's an avalanche of withdrawals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did say I think there's going to be a year 2 for them, but it's going to be tough. They've got to do some serious soul searching.
Well, while we're on the air, I'm going to go ahead and announce my withdrawal from WFP for the final as well. I'm not going to be able to make it.
Well, it's not called a withdrawal if they call you and ask you to come. That's just declining your invite as a backfill from all the withdrawals.
You know, how far down on this, they'd have to get the backfill to me.
Well, I think they're close. I know Rogue is very business-minded and probably don't care about WFP drama, but maybe in a conspiracy world, programmed extra difficult comp this year, and now WFP final is taking care of itself. If you want to do the controversy or the conspiracy, Chattanooga, Rogue got blamed for a GHD mishap by the organizers of WFP, when in fact it was misuse of the product that caused the accident. Now their way to get back is to make the athletes hurt so bad that they can't do the finals.
If we're going down the conspiracy track,
If you're going down the conspiracy track, let's make
go all the way
real
down.
Juicy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm accused of smear campaigns. This is how you do the smear campaign. Rogue pissed off because blamed for equipment mishap at Tour Stop 2 wrecks athletes so they can't compete in the finals.
Dude, can you imagine? That's like, okay, I bought a C2 bike and I brought it to the gym and I put it together and I was in the middle of pedaling and the pedals fell off. Surely that's C2's fault.
Joseph Ramirez is just withdrawn from the WFP.
I think Tristan said too. He's probably withdrawing from. Not gonna make it.
Kenneth the Lap. It's a cornucopia of withdrawals. Since we're in the Thanksgiving season, let's go with the cornucopia of
very nice, very nice. It's a full cornucopia of withdrawals. That is fantastic. Yeah, Tristan said he's out.
On the flip side, Aster Serve has a good point. It's also an avalanche of injuries, which is not a good look when talking about health all the time with CrossFit. Correct. The problem is we don't know how serious the injuries are, or if it's just, I'm exhausted and I can't do another comp this year.
It's like injuries. I got a thing in my hip flexor that's been bothering me, and it might go away, it might not, but I'm not taking a chance of flying halfway across the world to go see if it's going to get any worse. And then the open is in a couple of weeks after that.
And we know that sometimes when you just don't want to do something, it's real easy to say, my shoulder hurts.
I would love to be able to go, but this thing, like,
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just not going to be able to make it. Oh, are you injured? Yeah, I'm 100% injured.
Tristan, you cannot compete that frequently in this sport.
You can't. Would you say it's a plethora of withdrawals? That's Mike.
It is a plethora. It is. Competition does not equal health, unfortunately. Right. Corey and I can go play football in the backyard for hours and not get hurt. People in the NFL play football in the backyard for hours, and you're going to have 3 people carted off the field.
Absolutely.
CrossFit. We need to look at bodybuilding. Pros don't do every show. They pick 1 or 3. 1 through 3.
It's not healthy.
All the coaches knew this wasn't going to go well.
Because Tristan's not an idiot.
You hurt or you injured. All of our old sports coaches. Exactly. And I think there are a lot of people hurt and not injured. And they just do not want to do it.
Absolutely. Burnout, dude. Looking at it going, what's the flight?
Arguing with me. They might be approaching injury at this point.
Could be. What's the flight time from the East Coast? Not even from like where the West Coast people are coming, from the East Coast.
I disagree. Corey and you are limping the next day.
I limp after I do my 6-mile runs on Tuesday mornings. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's how I normally walk.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 55 now.
Dude,
I'm just perfect. That's my normal gait.
Would you say it's a plethora? I need to go watch that movie now.
Announced 2 swim events. I'm out.
Oh, anyway, what's the travel time to where they got to go to Denmark and then Copenhagen? Or can they fly into Copenhagen? I have no idea what that looks like.
So Copenhagen is in Denmark.
But well, wherever they fly into.
So the swim event is in Sweden.
That's what I was thinking of.
Right. But in Europe, the countries are small enough that's like going from Columbus to Cincinnati, right?
There's so many good memes or little viral videos, whatever you want to call them, of Europeans that came to America and like complain about European people who complain about us not going anywhere. And they're like, I can tell you why they haven't been anywhere. Have you been to America? It's fucking huge.
Right. Like me driving my daughter to Montana took me 35 hours.
Yeah. I got friends that are competing in nationals this weekend for tactical games from here. They're competing in Texas, and it was an 8-hour drive. 11 to 15 hours, dude.
CrossFit, it's like Oakland to San Francisco. It's just across the bay.
Just across the bay. Not that far. So looking at that going, holy shit, I got basically 2 full travel days just getting there, getting settled in, getting all this other stuff. It's Christmas time. I'm not going to see my family for Christmas. Or if I do, by the time I get back, I'm going to be so exhausted from all of this other bullshit. And then I still need time to rest and recover because, the actual CrossFit season starts next 3 weeks after that, 4 weeks after that, whatever it is. We gotta start getting back into training shape for the Open and everything else. Dude. Yeah. And I might not make any more. I'm probably not going to get any money off of it.
Right. That's what's crazy. Like the fact that the finals have 0 money.
There's no way, dude.
That's a poorly written contract.
There's no way. But maybe I might get a cool leather jacket.
But with all these withdrawals, those people don't have a shot at being top 20 at the end of the year. So most of them are not getting a pro card. If they're not getting a pro card, they're not doing qualifiers next year. I can't see Jason Hopper wanting to say, I'm going to do this qualifier to be a challenger at WFP.
I won the game.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I won the games. What should I do next? Oh, I think I'm going to try to qualify for a pro card for the WFP. Do you understand how ludicrous that sounds?
Call it a European tour and be done with it. Golf does that. They have the Asian tour. They have the European tour. Yeah.
Go do that. Knock yourself out.
There it is. And there we are. We're down the rabbit hole of WFP, and I'll get all the nasty comments again. Thanks, Corey. It's your fault.
I'll take it. I'll take that lick. Sorry.
But there were like 87 withdrawals in the time we were on the air.
Bro. I mean, we found out about Jason, the 2 girls, and somebody else, right?
Well, it's Hopper. Yeah, you said Hopper. I just put up the things that said from spin, Alex isn't the last. And then it all came.
So just look at it this week. That's 3 females and 1 more male, and you can expect more.
Correct. And there already were some. So we're at like 6 or 7. Weren't they getting rid of the challenger division next year, by the way? They were what they're going to do is expand the pro division, but the people not in the top 20 still had to do the qualifier to go compete. And I think they're expanding the pro division from 30 to 40 and getting rid of the challenger. And then, but you still have to do the qualifier to get to the top 40. But we're talking now like games athletes are not doing a qualifier to go to the WFP. No. Just isn't going to happen.
Let me tell you what qualifier they're doing. It's called the Open. It starts in February. And then there's quarterfinals, and then there's semifinals, and then there's the games. That's about the extent of the qualifiers that they're going to do. Maybe the lower tier guys, like the bubble athletes, will do qualifiers to get to certain events like TFX or whatever else. Sure, they will absolutely do those. I know several of those guys, and they work their asses off to be able to do those qualifiers, to go represent, get the experience to be able to try to knock themselves up a league. But again, if you think Jason Hopper is going to do a qualifier event to try to get a pro card for the WFP, you're insane. There's no
way. Morad will just change up the rules. Sadly, this schism between North America and Europe athletes will likely grow because of this. Yeah, I
don't know. It's one event.
Yeah, I don't know.
The other two, the other 2 events were here, were they not? One of them in Columbus, one of them in
one in Indiana, one in Arizona.
Sorry, yeah, one in Arizona. I don't see it being that big a deal, really and truly. I could see. That's why they're inviting. I assume that's why they're inviting more European athletes at this point, because they're right there.
Well, I think they're just going down the list of people with points that are accepting, because I'm betting people that are on the list are turning it down as well.
So that would be a fantastic piece of information.
Yeah, we don't know who's saying no, because I know there's some names that have points that I'm not seeing as an option to backfill, and I'm betting some of them are saying no. We'd have to go to the leaderboard and look at and see.
That sounds like a Holly
people.
That sounds like a Holly Duggan.
Yeah, I'll put Holly on that and see if they're, because we worked hard to put together that leaderboard, so we have it. They aren't going 31, 32, 33. I think that's the intent, and that's kind of what they're doing, but I think people are turning it down.
Right. They probably are going 31, 32, 33, but they get to 31, and that 31 is like, no, thank you.
So I know like Emily Lugman was like 31,
mm-hmm.
and she got the first backfill. But I don't know, like the names that are popping up now, I have no idea where they're ranked.
Yeah.
When? Who? No thanks.
I'm trying to quit. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Vivian Marie Christian. I don't even remember seeing her at the events. So I
have no idea who that is. I've never heard that name before.
After the show, or Holly always listens.
Yeah.
So Holly, when you listen to this, if it's a way to see if there are people skipping out, it's going to be interesting. Please just show us, like highlight the names that must have turned it down.
The only Vivian I know is Aunt Vivian from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
Or Vivian. She's probably not going. Although, if they're far enough down the list, she might be on it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I had some stuff I was going to talk about that. What I just to finish on a better note. I'm
Yes.
super excited, man. Sunday is the premiere of season 2 of Landman. I've been waiting and waiting. That is one of my favorite shows ever. Billy Bob Thornton is so freaking good in that show. And now we have Sam Elliott joining the cast. Demi Moore's getting a bigger role this year.
God's jazzed.
So jazzed. I am so pumped for Landman coming back. Tulsa King's coming to an end, and it's been really good this year. Maybe its best season ever. So that's been good. And I just got into season 3 of The Diplomat with Kerry Russell on Netflix. We've watched that the whole way through, and just started season 3 the other night, and it started with a bang.
So that's a like political, like drama.
So Kerry Russell she was like kind of a military expert in the Middle East, and they want to groom her to be vice president. So they make her the ambassador to England, and to learn like the pomp and circumstance of what it is to be an ambassador. And all hell breaks loose while she starts this job. And so it's a lot of her military expert comes into play. It's about putting the chess pieces together for other thing. And then, and then like people die and people've got to take places and they got to scramble into, and so it turns into like much more of an action than like West Wing was a dialogue show with like interaction between the cast. This is more of an action show that takes place in the political realm. So
I've seen the ads for it. I just we haven't seen it because
it's like the seasons are super short, like 6 episodes. Like you can blast through it pretty fast.
Yeah.
And they just started season 3.
As soon as my 7-year-old decides that she doesn't want to watch what we're watching, but I don't want to I hate just giving her an iPad, telling her to go away because I want to watch it. So we end up watching a lot of
dude. When my kid was small, I didn't see an R-rated movie for like 10 years.
I go to bed at 8:30, which I usually put Jameson to bed at 8. So like it's not like we go watch something for like 10, 15 minutes, and then Jennifer's falling asleep and I'm falling asleep. So
yeah, the other thing I tried to watch over a couple nights ago was Play Dirty with Mark Wahlberg on Amazon Prime.
That looks good, dude.
Terrible.
Really?
Yeah. Now, granted, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
You may like it. I thought it was terrible. Felt like a total waste of 2.5 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, just
So CrossFit, she has seen Top Gun. And the new
First Blood might be a bit much.
First Blood, well, I mean, the only person that actually gets killed in First Blood is the dude he accidentally kills from the helicopter. The rest of it is it's a chance.
Yeah.
Now the second one, that's a different story.
He killed some people in the second one,
and they got increasingly more as they went. Yeah, the later Rambos were. I mean,
yeah, the first Rambo is more kind of a dialogue movie than an action movie, I would say.
100%.
Even though Stallone only talks like 8 lines in the whole thing, it's everybody else around him. Watching the A-Team TV show with our kids, it's so fun. Dude, that was like one of my favorite shows as a kid.
Dude, I lived for the A-Team.
Yeah. I even liked the movie with Liam Neeson and Bradley Cooper.
The dude that they got to play B.A. Baracus.
Rampage
Jackson. Thank you. I thought he did, like, he was awesome as Mr. T. Because I don't know what else to call it as B.A. Baracus, but it's Mr. T.
A-Team and Knight Rider.
Michael Knight, baby.
I love The Day After Tomorrow. Yeah, CrossFit Rampage Jackson. The movie's great. I mean, every time it's on, I just watch it. So yeah, The other thing I was going to say real quick is I started watching the Being Eddie documentary on Netflix last night because Eddie Murphy is like,
oh yeah,
dude, that Beverly Hills Cop was the first like big movie that I saw. And I fell in love with Eddie from that point forward. Saw Beverly Hills Cop a couple times at the theater, and then like everything else, just love and adore that man. Did you know that before Beverly Hills Cop, the highest grossing film starring a black man, woman was $20 million, and it was a Richard Pryor movie. Beverly Hills Cop earned $220 million domestically and over $300 million worldwide for $500 million. It completely changed the landscape.
It's an amazing film. It is hilarious. Like, I mean, they still got the whole problem with nobody runs out of ammunition, but that's a standard 80s movie thing.
Yeah.
But it's a buddy cop movie that's not a buddy cop movie because like they don't work together, but they all working together. Like it's a fantastic, like it just works, dude. I love Beverly Hills Cop and Beverly Hills Cop 2 for that matter.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 3 lost it.
You know what? I think I remember reading that they didn't give Eddie like the creative control that he wanted, and that's why it went to shit. It wasn't good.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a good documentary. It kind of points out that like Eddie, Whitney Houston, Prince, and Michael Jackson all hit at the same time, and it kind of changed the face of culture and music and artistry at the time. And then he backs it up with Coming to America, which may be the funniest movie I've ever seen in my life.
That's another one. I don't know if we were talking about this last week before last, whatever it was, or maybe I wasn't talking about it with you. But anyways, saw a list of if you had to recite a movie word for word, that's one of the ones that would be up there for me. Like Eddie Murphy, Coming to America, even not Hollywood Nights, Harlem Nights.
Oh yeah,
dude. Him, Red Fox, Richard Pryor, like that movie is outstanding. It's hilarious. Like when he shoots old girl in the pinky toe. No, Della Reese. Yes,
Kevin Doyle, Eddie Murphy Raw is amazing. So I always have this debate with everybody. Delirious to me was way, way funnier.
Delirious was the first one, wasn't it?
It was. Raw was off the chain. Like it went places like comedy hadn't gone. Right. But Delirious, that's the first comedy I had ever seen with him. It is the best. The ice cream, the Goonie Goo
what the fuck is Goonie Goo, Gus?
So good. Yes. No, Mike DeVito. Wrong. Other way around.
Yeah, you got that backwards.
You couldn't have Raw without Delirious. It had to happen first.
Pull up Kevin's. Did you see the John Candy doc?
I did not.
Dude.
I've lost Kevin's. There's way so many. Here we go. John Candy doc was good. I want to see it. I slipped off my radar for a minute.
Be ready. Like, get your tissues handy. Like, you don't realize it's been 30-something years since John Candy died. Right? But, dude, it is really, really good. It's really well put together, and you learn all kinds of stuff about him. I damn sure didn't know. But it had me emotional at several different points in it because, like, he was such a good dude, and he was trying so hard to not have his life turn out like it turned out. Because like his dad died about the same time, almost at the same age he did, and he was trying so hard to avoid that, and it ended up happening anyway. It was sad. It was really well done, but it was pretty sad.
Yeah, I love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. We watch it every Thanksgiving. I love The Great Outdoors. Could watch that over and over again. When he's yelling, "You bastard," from the skis, and Dan Aykroyd thinks he's saying, "Go faster."
Go faster.
Like one of the the best. Yeah.
So
Even
his
Cool
part,
Runnings.
his part in Home Alone, where
Yeah.
they were the polka band, almost all of that was improvised. He flew in, like the accident being in it. He flew in. They had like 24 hours or 36 hours that he had free time to do it in, and like almost all the stuff especially between him and Catherine O'Hara,
Yeah.
was like just off the cuff, just them just making shit up, riffing stuff, whatnot. Polka, polka, polka. No, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Sold like 350 copies.
But that's a lamp. Yeah, but it's loaded. The old 96er. I'm finished. Nope, there's still gristle on the plate.
There's still gristle on the plate.
Oh,
It was
damn.
good, dude.
Those movies were the best. I remember when my daughter got to an age, and we went through like all of those Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, The Great Outdoors, all of that stuff, and she loves them to this day because that was like our family time. Gosh, now I want to go watch The Great Outdoors again. We just watched Uncle Buck maybe like a month ago.
Oh, Uncle Buck's so good, dude.
It is so
Which
good.
one?
The stare down with Conklin in that. Remember Macaulay?
Macaulay.
Yeah, and they're negotiating like back and forth.
Yeah. Or when they were when he was asking all the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that's where I first saw John Candy with Stripes. Lean, mean,
That's another
fight
one, dude.
machine.
If Stripes is on, I'm probably gonna that's cool. We just watching Stripes the rest of the day. That ain't a big deal. What's your record for questions? Yes.
So good, man. I don't know how we got from Eddie Murphy to John Candy, but man, there's a part of the Eddie documentary where I know John Candy wasn't a person on Saturday Night Live, but he talks about how the whole original cast was gone when he was brought on to SNL, and everybody hated them, like because the original cast was gone, and it was really Eddie that lifted them up out of that with Gumby and James Brown and Buckwheat and all of
Eddie
those
carried the show, dude,
Neighborhood. Yeah. All of that kind of lifted him off that first cast.
He carried that show. Eddie did, like when he was on there.
Movies with Scott and Corey should be a weekly show. Well, we're in the off season now. It's probably going to be our weekly show.
Yeah. Here's the fun part about that is that Scott and I's taste in movies only link up, like as far as the comedies are concerned, because Scott's like a huge romantic comedy guy, and I'm not. And the let's shoot everybody and kill all the aliens and all that stuff that I love, Scott's like, no, thank you.
No, so, I'm good. Shoot 'em up. I just don't like horror.
No, I don't do horror either.
I don't do horror. I'm good with shoot 'em up. Like Cobra is one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm good with all that. I like Alien. I like all that stuff.
Just to kill you last.
I lied.
It's fantastic.
CrossFit. Eddie gave Chris Rock a shot on Beverly Hills Cop. If you actually watch the documentary, he gives Chris Rock a shot at the stand-up clubs. Like Eddie overrode the managers of the clubs to give Chris Rock time. It's a really cool story. It's a really cool story.
It's fantastic.
Hey, Sully, stick around. Predator better than Commando.
Agreed. Oh no, dude. Yeah, Commando's a fun movie because just because of how ridiculous it is. But Predator is a good movie. Yes, I did know Billy Bob Thornton was in Tombstone.
I did not. Now I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Thanks, Travis.
Billy Bob Thornton is the dude dealing Pharaoh whenever they first get into town, and they walk in and it you feel like I'm playing cards with my sister's kids. That's Billy Bob Thornton. And when he comes back out and freaking Doc just beats, like slaps him and shit like that and tells him, oh, I forgot you were here. You may leave now. That's Billy Bob Thornton he's talking to.
Wow. Was it I ain't got time to bleed. Jesse the Body Ventura in acting. Jesse was probably the best part of Predator.
Oh yeah. Right until he got killed.
I was so into wrestling at the time too, so that was like wow. There's just so many stuff. All right, guys. Well, we are over an hour. I'm past my lunch hour.
Yeah,
I definitely need to get off of here. But we'll be back next week. Again, the next 2 Mondays, I've got some tests. So it's an iffy whether I'll be on or not. But we'll have Sunday night CrossFit talk. Carolyn will have finished the Service Cup. So we'll hear from her on how all that went. If you have any show ideas for Sunday night, shoot them at me. Craig sent us an idea that actually kicked off this week on the lunch show. So we love when you guys participate in everything. So with that, like, subscribe. And yeah, if you want to become a member, you can do that too. But with that, we'll see everybody next time on Lunch with the Clydesdale.
There you go.